Newsround, Newsnight, I play a website. Tony, Arthur, Brian, Can, Spooks and Man, Postman, Pat, Blackadder, Hancock and Yes Minister. Later with Jules Holland, Pride and Prejudice, Hitchhiker's Guide, World Service, Stuart Lee, Mr. Ben, Casualty, Six, Music, Glastonbury, Horrible Histories, Dennis Potter, CBBS, Quatermass and Two Ronnies, The Thick of It, Radio 3, Open University, Kermode and Mayo, Round the Horn, The Goon Show, Blake, Seven, Dick and Dov, Last Night of the Proms, Gardeners, Question Time, Last of the Summer Wine, Steptoe and Son, Clangers and the Young Ones, Edge of Darkness, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, Letter from America, The Mighty Bush and QI, Panorama and Bad Bus, I, Claudius, absolutely fabulous. I'm proud of the BBC, it's part of you and it's part of me. It's just this and lousy weather that holds us together.
Sylvia. Happy birthday finally to my favourite son Michael, says Len of Leeds. He's working through his big birthday today, keeping the wheels of the UK monetarily oiled in the big smoke. In other words, he's making money, but not just for himself. So he says. I can't tell you how old he is, but 30 years ago we were all sitting in the hospital waiting for him to arrive. And he did. And he'll be buying us a birthday drink when we see him at Christmas. Well, if he's making all that money, of course he will. I was on BBC Breakfast television this morning.
Were you?
Wasn't allowed to say in advance, so I didn't steal.
Well, they locked me in a room here, so
yeah, well, I know.
I'm not allowed to see such things. Are you on the iPlayer?
I expect
for us
I will
all to
be.
enjoy as often as we like.
But not just yet. Not just yet. I've just seen you, says Len, on TV. Well, I say, I saw you. I couldn't really see your face because the sun was bouncing off your head, but it sounded like you, and you let your listening public down. You answered a question, you were not 1 year out. Yes, they asked me a Popmaster question. They asked me a Popmaster question, and I got it right.
Oh, what a letdown.
Nobody was more surprised than I was. And they want you to say hello to daughter Holly, says Len, who's getting married to Andrew in sunny York, and wish them all the best for the day. You're not saying it. You're going to say, well done, Andrew. Well done, Andrew and Holly.
Well done, Andrew and Holly.
That's
Congratulations.
Yes. Excellent. Wish them all the best of the day and for the future, and remind them that if they ever need their old bedroom, it's already been rented out.
Holly, who was married on the 1st of August to Andrew and is now Mrs. Guest. That's 6 days, and people said it wouldn't last. Oh, and it's my 35th wedding anniversary at the end of July, and I forgot that too. That's from Len in Leeds.
Thanks a lot from Sue, the daughter, and all the rest of the family. Our daughter Holly is 29 today. Oh, she was a child bride. No, Len was. And she won't be listening, of course, because she's too old for Radio 2 now, as is Andrew, her husband of less than a year, who also has a birthday this week. Great, having birthdays on Friday the 13th, is it not? I'd like to kindly ask, that's the only way I do them if you kindly ask, a birthday day.
Yeah, I get the drift. Yeah, and also, I love this. We've got an email. It says, as I'm compiling a workbook for training of effective writing skills for business, can you play an FFS track, as I need something, it's either that or alcohol? And that comes in from Len Horridge. And I like the name Horridge. Isn't it good to have a name that's just one letter away from something real? It's like being called Derek Bazania or Juliet Farracuda. Just one letter away from a thing that...
Please, someone remind me now. Who is that dentist?
And Holly.
We met here 10 years ago?
Yep, 2003.
Yeah, 2003 we met. Got engaged last year, so yeah.
So a sort of romantic anniversary for you and your 6 mates.
Yeah.
At the moment, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah. This is Len from Leeds. This photograph is drawn to Holly with aforementioned Edith Bowman at Leeds Festival back in 2003.
Hey.
Very.
The noises you can hear in the background are the sounds of Len Horridge. Now, we've talked about... Shut up for a second. We've talked a fair bit about Terry Wogan connecting with his listeners through the letters and emails. Len's Day was letters, and then wrote to Terry on a regular basis. Often had his letters read out on air. So essentially, Len was part of this Terry Wogan club, really. He's from Leeds, kindly come to the studio and tell us about this. So, Len, tell us how it first started. I mean, presumably you just heard Wogan and thought, I could do that.
Well, part of his ability as a broadcaster is that people think it's easy because he makes it look easy. A bit like your good self. Oh, that's just a comment. The reason I started listening to him because of a thing called a radio show. I worked at Philips, and we were down in. Do you remember the radio show?
Yeah.
It was basically to sell audio equipment, TVs, that sort of thing. We were there.
This is a barge pole, because I'm not touching any of that.
I think taking on one of them might be a little easier.
These 5 contestants are hoping to walk away today thousands of pounds richer. Standing in their way is one of the most formidable quizzers to grace the Egghead's team, CJ Demouy. This is Revenge of the Egghead.
I'm Sohail, I'm a local pharmacist, and I'm from Blackburn.
I'm Sally, I'm an occupational therapist and I'm from Bath.
I'm Len, I live in Leeds, and I run my own trading company.
I'm William, and I'm an actor from Edinburgh.
I'm Joe, I'm an admin officer with the Army Cadet Force, and I live in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire.
Smart CJ Demouy. So how are you today, CJ? You look pretty worried.
I look pretty.
Stuck on £200. Okay, Len. In 1956, Sylvia Plath married which poet?
T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot. CJ.
Ted Hughes.
Ted Hughes, says CJ, and that is the right answer. So because he's caught you out there, Len, he can summon you to the hot spot. It is time to take on the Egghead. So here's how it works, Len. You've got 2 lives. If you get this wrong, you will lose one of those lives, and you have to take on one of CJ's specially written questions. Have you got some dastardly ones there, CJ?
Don't I always, Jeremy? Well, considering Len's immense knowledge of poetry, I thought we'd go for something else cultural. The artist, Louis Wain, was best known for his drawings of which animals? Deer, birds, cats, horses.
I'm not brilliant when it comes to painting, unfortunately. I'm going to go for birds.
Birds, says Len.
The correct answer is cats.
Len, I'm sorry. Please return to your fellow players. You mustn't go wrong again. Let Her Go was a million-selling single by which British artist in 2013?
Jake Bugg.
Jake Bugg. Jake Bugg.
I don't know. Blind guess at Lily Allen?
See, he doesn't know either. It's not Jake Bugg, but it's not Lily Allen either. It's Passenger. So, Len, you don't get any money for that wrong answer, obviously, but you also don't get called to the hotspot. £100. Len, don't let him in. Your question. By what one-word name is the British magician Stephen Frayne better known?
Mystic.
Mystic is your answer, CJ.
Dynamo.
Yeah, Dynamo.
I should know.
Don't worry, you can still do it. You can get it right and stay in the game. If not, it's curtains. It's time to face the Egghead.
Let's go for something astronomical. Which spacecraft, launched in 1964, made the first successful flyby of Mars? Mariner 4, Phobos 3, Deep Space 2, Viking 1.
Len, do you have an interest in this area?
I was very interested in the moon landings, so I was hoping when you started it was going to be a question about that.
So the answer's no to your question, Jeremy.
Well, let's wait and see. He's thinking carefully here. I know you put in some dastardly options, but let's see.
I'm going to go for Mariner 4.
OK, Mariner 4 to stay in the contest. CJ.
Correct answer is Mariner 4.
Well done to you, Len. You've held him off. Please return to your fellow players if we can get it to 1,000. Len, in which 2013 film by the Coen brothers does Oscar Isaac play a struggling folk singer?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
That's not 2013. Unfortunately, I remember seeing the poster of this, and I cannot remember what it's called. And I was hoping a few more seconds would do it for me, but it hasn't.
The answer is Inside Llewyn Davis. Not Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Len, but you don't get called to the hotspot because you got it wrong too. So hell, Len, you're still hanging on in there.
Just about.
You got your one life. Here is your question. The poets Chaucer and Tennyson were buried in which building?
Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey is correct. How's this happened, Len? You were teetering early on, and you're now one of only 2 players left. You still have to get past CJ to get any money at all in this game, remember. Here is your question, Len. £1,200 in the bank. By what name is the comedian and qualified doctor Matthew Keith Hall better known?
Harry Hill.
Harry Hill is quite right. Well done. Another £200. £1,400 you're on. Sohail, your question. Run out of time. The klaxon has gone. So that was the last question. 2 of you only have survived to play in the final. You built up a prize pot, as we can see, of £1,400, and now you have the chance to take that money home. There is just one problem. You have got to beat the Egghead.
Get down. I've got to stay here. There's no reason why you folks shouldn't go out into the lobby till this thing blows over.
What is the title of the 1975 novel that is the last work by Agatha Christie to be published that features the detective Hercule Poirot?
Don't know any Agatha Christie apart from The Office and Miss Tramp.
No, Poirot,
Goodbye, Poirot.
Nah. I think we could be falling on our swords here. I've been going something like The Last Solution, but I don't think
Go for that.
With no confidence at all. That we're pretty sure is wrong, but we're going to just try The Last Solution.
Your answer is The Last Solution. If it is wrong, then your last life goes. If it's not, you play on. You're trying to chase CJ's target of 7. The answer is curtain. Len, Sohail, it was curtains for you, I'm afraid. A good, valiant attempt, but you've lost all your lives and you've failed to beat CJ's target. I'm afraid you leave here with nothing. And we say, with some reluctance, congratulations to CJ. You've shown why you're an egghead. Join us again next time when CJ will be doing his utmost to crush another 5 contestants on Revenge of the Egghead. Goodbye.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Well, you can hide in the cupboard or get under the bed. You can go down the garden and get into the shed. No matter how you try, you can't get away. 'Cause you'll see his face every minute of the day. He's everywhere.
It's 19 minutes to 10 o'clock. It is a bright day.
He's everywhere.
With you all correct for Holly, of course, the sun shines.
Whatever you do, don't have the radio on. And keep well away from the television. You get a prize, but this is what you must do. Go through the day without him talking to you. He's everywhere.
Tuesday, 31st of May.
He's everywhere.
From Falmouth and Cornwall. Who's this from at all? Janet?
Wherever you look, he's staring into your eyes. He's up the trees and dyeing the drains in steak and kidney pies. If only we could catch him and lock him up for good. The only trouble is, John, there's no one who would. He's so nice. He's very smart. Good lad. Awfully sweet. He's everywhere.
I'm glad you said you didn't want the complete works of Shakespeare on your
He's
disc.
everywhere.
It amazes me how many people listen to this time.
If you go to heaven, you'll have to beware. There's one thing for certain, he will be there. When you arrive and rattle the gate, he will appear and say, why were you late? He's everywhere.
Give me cowboy boots.
He's everywhere.
I'm steeped in the lore of the
He's everywhere.
It was not for nothing I wear the cork in my hat and drink a lot of milk.